Morning light filters through a college corridor. Students cluster in groups, laughing. Kamali walks past them. Alone. Books pressed against her chest. Eyes forward. She doesn't stop to talk. She never does. Whispers begin behind her back. Where does she go every day? Always rushing somewhere. Never sits with us in the canteen. Cut to Kamali leaving campus. 3:45 p.m. Every single day. The girls watch from the window. Must be nice, one says. Yeah, another adds. While we're stuck here. They don't know where she goes. But they've already decided what it means. A small rented room. One window. One table. One chair. Kamali sits in front of a laptop that takes 3 minutes to start. The fan doesn't work properly. She opens her coding tutorial. Pauses the video. Rewinds. Watches again. Types slowly. Deletes. Types again. Her phone buzzes. A message from her mother. Did you eat? She doesn't reply immediately. There's rice from yesterday in a steel box. Cut to 11 p.m. The room is dark except for the laptop screen. Her exam notes are spread across the bed. She's reading the same paragraph for the 4th time. Her eyes are tired, but she doesn't stop. Back in college. The canteen. I heard she's always out with someone. That's why she never talks to us. My cousin saw her at the bus stop with a guy. Seriously? Yeah. And she acts so innocent in class. Kamali enters the canteen to buy tea. The conversation stops. Eyes follow her. She hears the silence louder than the words. She takes her tea and leaves. Later, outside the classroom. You know what I think? She doesn't even believe in God. That's why she's like this. No respect for anything. Kamali is inside, arranging her notes. She hears every word through the open door. Her hands pause, then continue arranging. Evening. Her family's home. 40 minutes away by bus. Her father sits with bills spread on the floor. Her mother is quiet. When will your results come? Her father asks. Next month, Kamali says. And then, I'm applying for jobs. I've been learning. Learning what? You already have a degree. Coding. It'll help me get better. Better jobs don't come from laptops, Kamali. They come from contacts, from talking to people. Her mother adds, softly, you should spend more time with your classmates. Make some friends. People say things about you. Her father continues. The neighbors asked why you're always traveling alone. I'm not doing anything wrong. I didn't say you were. But what will people think? Kamali doesn't argue. She nods, goes to her old room, lies down, stares at the ceiling. Nobody asks what she does every evening. They just assume she's wasting time. In class, group project announcement. Everyone pairs up quickly. Kamali is left standing. A girl named Anjali notices. You can join us if you want, Anjali says. Not warmly, not coldly, just normally. Kamali nods. Thanks. They work in silence, mostly. But Anjali doesn't whisper about her, doesn't ask intrusive questions. Just works. It's small, but it's something. Night. The small rented room again. Kamali's screen shows an error message. Her code doesn't work. She's been debugging for an hour. Her exam is in 2 weeks. She looks at her notes, then at her laptop, then at the time, 12:47 a.m. She's exhausted. Maybe they're right, she whispers to herself. Maybe I'm wasting my time. She closes the laptop, lies on the bed, stares at the ceiling again. But at 1:15 a.m., she gets back up, opens the laptop, tries again. 3 weeks before exams. Morning. 6:30 a.m. Kamali's alarm rings. She doesn't get up. She stares at the ceiling. Her body feels heavy. She skips her morning study session. College. Afternoon. The professor returns the mock test papers. Kamali opens hers. 38 out of 100. She's never scored this low. The girl sitting next to her leans over. Wow, Kamali! What happened? She doesn't answer. Cut to evening. The small rented room. Kamali sits on the floor. Not at the table. On the floor. Her laptop is closed. Her notes are untouched. She stares at her phone. A message from her mother. Your cousin got engaged. Everyone is asking about you. Another message. When will you settle down? Another notification. A classmate's Instagram story. Girls laughing together at a cafe. The caption. Best friends forever, red heart. Kamali locks her phone. Places it face down. She sits in silence. Then, slowly, her eyes fill with tears. She tries to hold them back. But they come anyway. Quietly. No sound. Just tears rolling down her face. She whispers to herself. I'm so tired. I don't even know if this will work. Everyone thinks I'm wrong. Maybe I am. She pulls her knees to her chest, rests her head on them, and cries. Not sobbing, just silent, exhausted tears. The kind that come when you've been strong for too long. The room is silent except for the distant sound of traffic. Cut to 9 p.m. Same night. Kamali is still sitting on the floor. Her face is tired, eyes swollen. She picks up her phone, opens her gallery, scrolls to an old photo. It's her on the day she got her laptop, smiling, hopeful. She stares at that photo for a long time. Then she wipes her face, stands up slowly, opens the laptop. Her hands hover over the keyboard. She takes a deep breath and starts typing, not because she feels strong, but because she doesn't know what else to do. No speech, no realization scene, just this. Kamali wakes up at 6 a.m., studies till 8, goes to college, ignores the whispers, leaves at 3:45, goes to her room, codes till 7, studies till 11, sleeps, repeats. She stops checking if people are talking about her. She stops explaining herself. She just continues. One day after another. The routine becomes her reply. Some days are harder than others. Some nights she sits in silence before opening her books. But she always opens them. Exam results are out. Kamali scores in the top 5. Her name is on the notice board. The same girls who whispered walk past it. They say nothing. 2 weeks later, Kamali completes her first coding project, a small website for a local business. They pay her 8,000 Indian rupees. It's not much, but it's the first time her work has value. She sends half the money home, keeps the rest for rent. In class, a professor mentions her project as an example. This is what initiative looks like, he says. The girls in the back row exchange glances. No one says anything, but the whispers have stopped. 3 months later, Kamali gets a job offer. A junior developer role. 25,000 Indian rupees a month. She tells her parents over the phone. Her mother cries. Her father is silent for a long time. Then he says, I'm proud of you. Back in college for the final semester, the same girls approach her. Hey Kamali, congrats on the job. Yeah, that's amazing. Can you help me with my resume? Kamali smiles. A small, tired smile. Sure, she says. Not because they deserve it, but because she's not bitter anymore. She already won. Later, Anjali pulls her aside. I saw you that night. Anjali says quietly. Kamali looks confused. That evening, 3 weeks before exams, through your window, you were sitting on the floor. Kamali's expression changes. I almost knocked, Anjali continues. But I didn't know what to say. It's okay, Kamali says softly. No, I should have. I should have told you you were doing something real. And that's rare. Kamali's eyes water slightly, but she smiles. Thank you, she whispers. Night. The small rented room. One last time. Kamali is packing her things. She's moving closer to her new office. She picks up the old laptop, runs her hand over it. It still takes 3 minutes to start. She smiles. She sits on the floor one last time, where she cried, where she almost gave up, but didn't. Her phone buzzes. A message from Anjali. You were right to keep going. Kamali types back. I didn't know I was right. I just didn't know how to stop. Cut to Kamali walking out of the room. She doesn't look back. The screen fades to black. Final text appears. They will talk. Let them. Your focus doesn't need their permission. Your success doesn't need their applause. And your tears, they were never weakness. They were proof you cared enough to continue.